6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with white. At the weight he's scaled 11 stone 4 ounces. Tonight, he takes part in his 48th professional contest on a winning run. Ladies and gentlemen from Driffield, here is Lethal Danny Little.
See you again.
And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white coloured shorts trimmed with the gold spangled effect. At the weight he scaled 10 stone, 11 pounds 13 ounces. He has a perfect, unblemished record, 4 contests, 4 wins. One of those wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated sensation from Wigan, James Moorcroft. Timekeeper at the bell, Phil Morris. Referee in charge of the action, Jamie Kirkpatrick from Preston. 6 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, you both know the rules. Keep your punches up, watch your head on the way. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves, look to your both.
There we go, James Moorcroft going in against Danny Little. A lot of the guys on the Facebook live stream looking forward to this one this evening. Luke, what do you make of this fight?
You know what, it'll be a good one. Danny Little's had a couple of good wins recently, so he's going to be in there to get the win, but James Moorcroft impresses me every time I see him, and I can only see one winner in this one.
Well, I noticed on the Facebook live stream before, one of the viewers mentioned that they asked Paddy Power about James Moorcroft becoming a future world champion. Apparently the odds have gone down to 20 to 1.
I think even James will say that's a bit harsh on the old betting. You never know though, you never know.
It's true.
Worst fighters have done it. No, it's like all these prospects we see. The chances are 1 or 2 of them will become world champions, and it's hard to pick out who they are because there's a lot of guys that are coming through that are at a high level. James is one of those, no doubt about that. I think talking about world titles is a little bit too soon, but you never know, do you? You never know.
You can never say never in this sport.
Exactly. Well, look at Zelfa tonight.
Well, this is it. I think a lot of people wasn't expecting Zelfa to lose tonight, and he's lost on points.
I think if you do have a look on Little's record, it don't do him much justice because he has been in there with a lot of big names like Murray and Tyrone Nuss. I think he even fought Ted Cheeseman as well.
Yeah, no, he's a very good fighter. I've seen him win quite a few times. He's a dangerous fighter, and when he turns up, he causes anyone trouble. Moorcroft started well there though. That right hand landing through the middle. Using a lot of feints in there. Just drawing the lead from Danny Little so he can counter. Have you seen much of James Moorcroft before?
I have seen a lot of James Moorcroft, obviously through the VIP platform.
Impressed?
Impressed so far, yes. I do think he is one of the ones that has stood out amongst others within the VIP stable. He looks in very, very good condition for this fight. Probably the best condition I've seen him in so far. And the first round he's gone pretty well. You know, he's boxing well. throwing the counters in, trying to draw the lead out.
Yeah, and the thing is, Danny Little's coming off the back of 2 big wins against top prospects, you know, not just winning records, at 13-1 I think one of them was, the other one undefeated, so he's in there to get the win tonight, and Moorcroft done exactly the right thing. He's just used his jab there, felt Danny Little out and seen what he's going to bring to the table.
Oh, he'll definitely come here with confidence for sure. But it's obviously for James now. He needs to box well. He needs to look for them opportunities against Danny Little, and you know he can make this a comfortable night for himself.
Yeah, and I mean, for Danny Little, he'll have seen the likes of Craig Derbyshire and Darryl Sharp win Central Area titles, and more journeymen are getting these title shots now and getting the job done. And a couple of wins has put Danny in a position to maybe challenge for one of those titles soon if they need an opponent.
And that's what makes boxing so exciting, is the fact that these guys are not just labelled as people that come in, week out. They can actually, as an away fighter, win and pick up area titles. Looking pretty sharp at the moment, I've got to say, James, there, as Danny Little was coming in, he was throwing a good uppercut in. Didn't fully connect, but it was good counter punching from James Moorcroft there.
He's just flicking that left hand now, isn't he? Keeping Danny Little at range. There we go again. He doesn't want to get drawn into a firefight in close quarters with Danny Little. He knows he's got the size and the reach, and he's using that well so far.
What did Moorcroft weigh in for tonight's fight?
You tell me. No, he's at super welterweight, but he's a big super welterweight. You can see that.
Yeah.
Don't know what he weighed in exactly, but probably a couple of pounds over the super welterweight limit, you'd think. But yeah, he looks a big guy. And when he's making that championship weight, he'll have a height advantage on a lot of the guys at super welterweight, I think. That's a nice uppercut that's just landed then again.
Yes, he seems to be throwing that right uppercut straight in when the opportunity comes. When he's throwing with the left jab there, he's creating the opening for himself to get that right uppercut in. And I think when he lands flush and clean with a few of them, I think that's when he's going to slow Danny Little right down.
The straight shots are working nicely as well. Just using that left hand, drawing a lead from Danny Little and then snapping the right hand straight to the middle of the guard. That's what he's looking for, the uppercut and the straight right at 2 shots. That's a lovely change of angle from Moorcroft.
There are some good names and a lot of potential fights that are around this weight, light, middle or middle. You've got Sheedy and Dale Corn and names like that are all in the mix to potentially fight each other further down the line.
Yeah, of course, Dale Coyne's fighting for the Central Area title next Friday night. He's got Darryl Sharp in that one, and that'll be a great fight.
Yeah.
Because you know Darryl's going to turn up and have a real go for defending his belt, and also they've been in with each other before.
Well, they have, and we actually, it was me and you that commentated on it last time with Anthony Corolla. Last time we did the commentary for that fight, and it was a good fight, and you know Dale did really well, put on a good performance, and obviously Darryl, as we know, is a tough man. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, if Darryl, I think he'll really turn up for this one. He's for the Central Area title. It's you know, he's had it before.
Was it originally supposed to be Matty Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matty Ryan's had to pull out, and you know, if a middleweight pulls out, you know Darryl Sharp's going to be there.
Yeah.
Round 3.
And you know, when Darryl Sharp won that Central Area title, he didn't just win it, he absolutely hammered Ben Davies that night.
Yeah.
I had it a shutout, and very rarely you'll see a so-called journeyman do that.
Well, this is what we've been saying throughout the night, actually, on commentary, is like, all of the records don't always do the journeyman justice, because you know they can turn up one night and cause some of the biggest upsets you'll ever see.
Yeah, and Danny Little is an expert at that. He's done it numerous times in his career so far. Moorcroft doing a good job of dealing with him though, putting him under a little bit of pressure now.
I've been impressed with James so far. You know, he's not had to engage himself too much. He's boxed well and he's got himself out of there. You know, he doesn't want to stay too close in with Danny Little and fight too much on the inside, because that's fighting Danny Little's type of fight. That's what he wants. And as you can see now, James is working well on the back foot, throwing the bodies in and then moving away.
He's got lovely movement, hasn't he? He changes the angle with his feet really effectively. That was good from Moorcroft. He's under a bit of pressure there from Danny Little, but he just spun out and got back on the jab.
Kieran, what are you making of James Moorcroft so far in his performance?
Yeah, I'm impressed so far. He's keeping it at range so far, but similar to the Mark Leach fight, I think if he wants to up it a gear and apply the pressure, I think he can.
Yeah, there's been quite a few fighters like that tonight. They've got extra gears that they can go through if they need to, but Moorcroft comfortable now in there. He's getting the job done, looking good doing it.
Good body shot that there from James Moorcroft. He keeps getting him in shots like that. They're going to pay dividends in the back end of this fight.
First 2 rounds in the bag for Moorcroft?
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah. I think he's boxed really well so far.
Corners, 10 seconds.
And then I was in the gym at 11, and then I'd gone to I was sparring at half 1. I'm not sure.
Seconds out. Round 4.
I like it how Moorcroft just touches him with the jab, just to keep him at range.
Well, that's it. Like I said in the last round there, he's not letting himself get sucked into Danny Little's kind of fight. So he's using his boxing ability, he's using the jab, working off that jab, throwing them body shots in, throwing the right hands over the top, and just keeping him. He's using that natural physical advantage over him.
Good advice from the crowd again. Hit him, James.
If only it was as simple as that.
I know. We'd all do it, wouldn't we?
Would never have knew that's what you had to do.
Hey, the guy Callum Smith's fighting, he's probably going to knee him in the face at some point, isn't he?
It'll be interesting to see the outcome of that one, to be fair.
I'm not sure I'd pay $9.95 to watch it, though.
No.
I think Groves goes on to win that competition.
Yeah, I agree. Something like Callum's 1-50 on to win, isn't he? You have to put 500 quid on to get the pay-per-view.
I think because he's got a natural size advantage over most of the opponents in that division. I think a lot of people. He has got great boxing ability, and I think a lot of people are counting on the fact that he's got great boxing ability along with his natural physical advantages, and that's it's like this fight we're watching now with James Moorcroft and Danny Little. Obviously, James has got the natural physical advantage, and that's what he's using to keep Danny Little at bay. And that's what you'd kind of expect in a Callum Smith fight, where his opponent's most of the time smaller than him.
Another round in the bag. Jack Cullen warming up alongside us here. He's the main event of the evening. He's in with Alistair Warren. Jack fighting for his first professional title. Mickey Ellison's up next. He's got Raymond Sneedsy. I think that's how you say it. Sneedsy. Anyway, Mickey's up next. Looking to get another win under his belt.
Corner Sanchez. Seconds out. Round 5.
I'm surprised we've not seen a little bit more from Danny Little tonight, to be honest.
I think he's trying in there. I just think Moorcroft's jab's been so good that he hasn't had the opportunity to land anything. And that's an uppercut landed there with the left hand.
The only thing I've noticed with the fight is that he's not working his way in. Obviously you can say that Moorcroft's jab has been really good and he has worked really well off the back of it, but then I don't really see Danny Little sort of using that head movement to get on the inside. I mean, he proved me wrong straight away there because he used it to get on in, but I've not seen a lot of it. I have seen him sort of walking straight forward into a lot of the shots that James has threw out at him, and I think that's had the difficulty that he's had in the fight.
Been really impressed with Moorcroft so far. You see he's learning with every fight. This is the best performance to date, without a doubt.
Looks like he's enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
He knows he's got it in the bag.
A nice uppercut again. You're right about Danny Little though, he's diving in with his punches a little bit and Moorcroft can see him a mile off. That's better from him, putting a little combination together.
Yeah. Essentially that's what he needs to do. If he's going to land anything on James tonight, he needs to really work his way in under that jab. You know, similar to the way smaller fighters would have to. You know, not making a comparison, but the way Joe Frazier used to have to work his way into a lot of the fighters.
That is a comparison and a half. Danny Little and Joe Frazier.
Well, you get the principle of it, don't you? Obviously, as a smaller fighter, he needs to work his way in. And at times, he's walking in straight lines too much.
We've had Danny Little and Joe Frazier and a Lewis Van Potch compared to Mike Tyson tonight. Being nice on these journeymen.
The Mike Tyson wasn't mine, was it?
No, it was Jamie Moore's that one.
I don't know about styles, but if you look at Louis Van Pooch, he looks like George Groves' brother a bit.
Jamie wouldn't make those comparisons on Sky anyway. He'd get slaughtered.
That's
Imagine.
For sure. Yeah, it's not his paid job tonight, is it?
Yeah. He had a rant about ring card kills.
Yeah, he's going all very political.
Yeah. The beauty of VIP boxing.tv.
Final round.
How many people are watching now? Moorcroft just needs to get the job done now, doesn't he? He's done all the hard work.
Yeah.
That's nice work again.
I think he needs to go back down to that body though if he's going to have any more effect on him. I think obviously you can see Danny Little's tucking up tight there.
Using O's experience to buy himself a few seconds rest. Oh, nice uppercut again.
He's worked really well for him, that shot tonight.
Yeah, he's worked out that Danny Little's going forward in straight line, just picking him off.
Good body shot there from Moorcroft. And again, stepping off as he did it as well. Kieran, what have you made of James's performance this evening?
He's been composed throughout. Like you said, he looks like he's just cruising, like he's enjoying it more than anything. Like Luke said, with everyone tonight, we don't look like we've got out of first gear. I think that the same goes for Moorcroft.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's just cruising, isn't he? And he's looking good doing it as well. Coming towards the end of the final round. And I think it's safe to say James Moorcroft's got another win on his record.
Would you call it a shutout?
Yeah, I think so. A couple of close ones, but I don't think you could say Danny Little's won a round. Moorcroft's outworked him, used his jab well. Good performance, that. Another good win for Moorcroft.
Well, the Facebook Live viewers are agreeing in terms of they feel it's a bit of a shutout in this one.
think despite having no success, Little is an opponent who tried to get involved in the fight. So I think Moorcroft can be happy with that performance because he's completely outboxed him.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, good win that.
Yeah.
Against a man who's in top, probably the form of his life after the past 2 wins he's had. He was bang up for it tonight, but Moorcroft was just a class above.
he just negated everything that Danny Little had.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, referee Darren Sargentson scoring for Jamie Kirkpatrick has scored the contest 60 points to 54 points for your winner. Now undefeated in 5 professional contests from the Lee Blundell campaign winner, James Moorcroft. And unfortunately, Danny's winning run comes to a halt, but always a great boxer. Let's hear it for lethal Danny Little.